Red team, blue team.
Be careful. This is the river of Juju come. We've got to pass over it before we can return home. Whatever you do, don't look down. They say the voices can pull you in.
Red team, blue team. Red team, blue team.
Brownie, correct? Got it. I'm all set.
Okay, ready? Hi, Mike.
Hey, Jimmy.
Okay, let's get to this tough day today to do comedy. Tough day.
Yeah. These calls are not related.
Okay, good. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
This is Speaker Mike Johnson calling.
Ha! I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Who is this?
Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Mike is spelled M-I-K.
Speaker Mike Johnson? Nice to hear from you. Why are you calling the Jimmy Dore Show today?
Well, President Trump gave me this number and told me to call, so that's what I'm doing.
So he just tells you to do things and you do them?
Oh no, it's not like that. I just like to help. I've always been a helper.
Yeah.
Whatever needs to be done around the House or the church or Congress for America and Americans. So I'm calling you.
I see. And what are you calling about?
Well, the president wanted me to reach out to various media outlets to just gently remind them that this Epstein file thing is a hoax, a Democrat hoax, as the president said, and it would be irresponsible to keep discussing it. It would serve no purpose other than to just rile people up at a time when there's so much work to be done in other arenas.
So what do you mean a hoax? The idea that Jeffrey Epstein was a wealthy SEX trafficker who serviced the elite, including politicians, that's a hoax? That didn't happen?
I mean, come on. It just...
Go on.
The president told me, look, okay, let's be the grown-ups in the room for a moment. The Epstein file, this so-called birthday book, it's a nothing burger. There's no there.
What are you, Bill Maher all of a sudden? And how is this all nothing?
Jimmy, well, let's put on our big boy pants, okay?
Yeah, I'm already wearing mine and so attired. I will tell you, Mr. Speaker, that President Trump's birthday letter to Mr. Epstein, extremely disturbing.
Oh, that's not real.
It's not. It's not real. That's not President Trump's signature.
No, that's not his signature.
Donald Trump has one of the most unique and recognizable signatures in the world. He's constantly showing it to the TV cameras like a proud toddler. We all know it. How can he say that it's not his signature when it obviously is?
Because the president said it isn't his signature, and that's good enough for me.
That's good enough for you?
Absolutely. Now, moving on to more mature adult topics, grown-up stuff.
Not a chance, pal. I'm going to assume that you know that is Donald Trump's actual letter to Epstein, and that you're being forced into pretending it's not. Does the content bother you? Does the suggestive language implying their shared love of teenaged girls?
Oh, no. No.
The figure, how about the figure of the nude woman surrounding the text?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
How Donald Trump used his signature to simulate a woman's pubic hair. How about that?
Oh, God in heaven. Please, sir, stop mentioning such forbidden vulgarities.
I want you to think about that every time he signs something.
Why are you doing this to me? It's not real. None of it is real. And I know that because Donald Trump said so. Now let's move on from the kiddie table to the grown-up table. Oh, but now I can't because I've soiled myself.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing. Look, Donald Trump, our president, has nothing to do with this Jeffrey Epstein situation or whatever you want to call it.
Just a few days ago, you claimed Donald Trump had been an FBI informant on the Epstein case.
And as I stated subsequently, I misspoke when I said that. I simply said the wrong words.
Said the wrong words.
Yes, as I publicly said, simply said the wrong words, and he was not, in fact, an FBI informant. Those were the words I should have said, but the words I said were he was an FBI informant. Just wrong words, that's all.
I see. Common mistake.
Oh, very much so, yes. So let's be the big boys and just agree to leave the president out of any discussion of Jeffrey Epstein or any other scandal for that matter, just to be really grown up and tall.
You're really just a pathetic, obsequious little toady, aren't you?
I don't know.
Just a little goddamn yes man.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You're saying yes, sir, to me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I get it. Anyone who pushes you around in an alpha male way wins your subservience.
Guilty as charged.
Ugh, gross. I don't want you as my yes man. Go grovel to President Trump.
Does this mean I don't get to lick your shoes, sir?
Goodbye.
Oh.
Jeez. Mike Johnson. Again, another guy I had hope for. I don't know why. Boy, these guys.
He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
He kind of does now. He didn't at first, but he does now.
Oh, yeah.
He certainly does. You know, he's got that vacant, I'm not attached to anything real. And I'm like a robot, like an automaton or whatever they call those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely devoid of natural emotion and stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hello, my old friend. It's former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. How are you doing today, Jimmy?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well, Governor. Perhaps better than yourself. You're not doing well in these polls, I'll tell you that.
Jimmy, as my beloved Jewish friends with whom I am lockstep in support of Israel are wont to say, polls schmoles.
You're not bothered by Zohan Mandami's significant lead over you?
Let's not say his fucking name. Thank you. And no, I'm not. How short our memory must be. Not long ago, a few months ago, I was leading in the polls for the primary election for New York mayor. And we all know how that turned out.
You lost.
I fucking lost big. So ironically, my loss earlier this year bodes well for me winning in November.
Boy, that is a rather rosy way of looking at it.
That's me, rosy as a rose bush. But let's take another look at that poll, shall we? Jimmy, the headline here is that I am polling well ahead of two other candidates, Curtis Sliwa with 10 points, and sitting Mayor Adams with a mere 7 points. Dead last. That's gotta hurt.
Yikes.
Precisely. Now, it would make sense to me if these two gentlemen would do the sensible thing and drop out of the race, and I am confident that most of their support will go to me, not the Muslim communist, therefore putting me in the lead. Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense, Jimmy?
Aren't you making a pretty huge assumption here?
Not really. Not really. Let's think this through. Any of these bozos who are still supporting Adams at this point are doing so because they're terrified of change. If he goes away, the closest thing to not change is me, Andrew Cuomo.
Okay.
And then you have Curtis Sliwa. He wears a stupid beret and lives alone in a tiny apartment with a dozen or so cats. And he has a very cat-based platform. So he appeals primarily to failed artists and potential mass shooters. And I can say with confidence that I will win those voters over.
I see.
So then, after that, we can aim our big guns at our main opponent, the Muslim communist. All of New York City is not Williamsburg. It will not be hard to marginalize him as an outsider and a threat to democracy.
So that's still your strategy?
Oh, of course. I just need to learn to contain my rage. The only skill this young man has, apparently, is getting under my skin. And I'll be damned if I allow him to have his first real job ever because of this skill.
You seem to blow your top every time he calls in.
I know. And once I realized that he does so just to make me lose my temper, that it's a ploy on his part, it became easier to remain calm and not take the bait.
Well, that's good to hear. And, hey, what do you know? I think he's calling now. Hello, this is the Jimmy Dore Show.
Hi, it's Zoran Mandami calling. Isn't that cool?
Hi, Zoran.
Hello, Zoran. How are you comrades doing today? Don't fucking call me. Sorry. Zoran, would you please not call me that? Unlike you, I am not a filthy communist. Actually, I'm socialist, but thanks for playing.
So, Zoran, how do you feel about leading Governor Cuomo in the polls by a whopping double digits?
I feel pretty awesome about that, actually. Thanks for asking. I feel like our message has really resonated with New Yorkers. And yeah, like I feel the city is definitely drawn to the positive vibe of our campaign, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
What is exactly the message of your campaign, Zoran? Well, a big part of our message is that New Yorkers deserve a mayor who's not a sex pest, and that seems to be going down well with voters. Ah, I see. Yet another passive-aggressive millennial-style quip designed to get under my skin and send me off the rails. Sorry it didn't work. Okay, just stating a fact that everybody knows. We are not going to relitigate all of that here today. Good, I don't think we need to. I'd much rather discuss other items in our platform, like officially renaming Columbus Day Indigenous Peoples Day. What? Christopher Columbus was a mass-murdering genocidal maniac who does not deserve. Cristoforo Colombo was a great man and a great Italian, and a real point of pride for the Italian-American community of this city, and you would be wise to remember that, young man. White people. You just mean white people. Excuse me? Italy is in Europe. Italian-Americans, as you call them, are just white people. They're not like a distinct thing. Columbus is a hero to white people, yes, and celebrating a white hero is inherently racist. We should be centering indigenous people of color, not whites. Sorry to tell you, but white people, Italians, whatever, are not some oppressed group. Now you fucking done it, you little fucking weasel. Puccini, Mascagni, Boccherini, Trattoria. When my great-grandfather came here, he couldn't get a fucking job because he was Italian. You grew up rich, came here, and never needed a job. Until now, apparently. And now you want to erase Italians in New York City over my fucking dead body. Fuck you and the fucking camel you rode in on.
Governor, please.
Got him, Jimmy. I knew I could. I knew the Italian thing would break him.
You were right, Zoran.
I was so right. All right, nicely played. Well done, Zoran. You've exposed yourself more as an agitator than a serious candidate. So in the end, it helped me more than yourself. That being said, if I ever see you in person again, I'm going to knock you the fuck out and force feed you sausage and peppers until you shit kumquats. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, all right. This is a circus. Once again, I have to hang up on you two so I can move on with the show.
Okay, whatever, bye. I am going to win this thing and then mount his severed head in the middle of Columbus Circle. But Jimmy, I always love talking to you, my friend. Arrivederci.
Ciao. All right, that was great.
Ciao,
nice job.
Bella.
Nice job. Thank you. I love those. I love those conversations. Fantastic. Everybody.
They really hash it out. I like it.
I like it. Everybody check out Mike McRae on Instagram, Mike McRae Online. And
MACRAE, baby. Upcoming shows and stuff.
MACREAE. Is that it?
Wait. Don't fuck it. MACRAE.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Carreport.com, baby. Remember that?
All right, guys.
All right, buddy. Good to talk to you. Talk to you next week or so.
All right.
All right.
See you
bye-bye.
next week.
All right. Do we have a commercial, or Steph's got to read something, or what are we going to do?
Yeah, I can read. I can do some reading
Okay.
right now. Here we go. Nepal is between India and Tibet. Assumes CIA fuckery until proven otherwise. David, thank you, David. Except it's not a failed system, Jimmy. It's working exactly as designed. It's called late-stage capitalism. That's what's left. Nepal is a regime change. Nuland was there and threatened the government if they moved closer to China a year or two ago. Look it up,
No
Peter.
kidding.
All right. I will save that, Peter, for Jimmy and send that to him. Let's go here. They want us to riot, get a foundation of principles, and do not react emotionally, then begin to disengage from their circus. One Antonio. All right. Brian Berletic reported several USAID and NED NGOs active in Nepal just when India and China agreed to start getting along. Just a coinky-dink, I guess. Never mourn. The Duran and other alt media are saying the activities in Nepal are US CIA color revolution like in Georgia and Serbia happened right after India and China had a rapprochement. That's from Chris.
I'm sure it was, but why would it be succeeding to that level, if there wasn't also legitimate gripes?
Yeah.
It reminds me of when people talk about the French Revolution, they go, oh, it was the Bavarian Illuminati getting it going. I'm sure they did, but, the king sucked also. Don't forget that part of it. Like, you can't make it. I think these people can't make regime change work unless it really is ripe for regime change. They're always trying to make it happen when it's not going to happen, but you're not chasing the politicians and beating them with sticks like that unless you got some gripes. And they're all in the street.
Yeah, it's quite a horrifying image. It's wild. Before we start celebrating the overthrow of the Nepal government, understand if you do not have a parallel system already built in, I read this part, but did I get to the end? Let's see here.
China has more rights than you, by the way, everyone. In China, you have more rights. You could smoke at them all there. You just can't talk about China. What happened?
So it says, if you do not have a parallel system already built in for you, the transitions then will happen as happens every revolutionary war is at least one civil war. Friends become foes, allies become adversaries, families become enemies because of a vacuum of power needs to be filled, everyone vying. That's from Roger. Thank you, Roger. Therefore, it is incumbent upon the people of Nepal not to demand for anti-corruption laws. They should be demanding for the right to approve their own laws, ratify their own amendments, and repeal laws. Speaking of which, the government won't give you a single payer health care. You've got to give it yourself fast and hard. Take bills sitting in California committing CalCare and run it as a CBI amendment. Thanks again for that hot tip, Roger. Much appreciated. Back to Jimmy.
Hey, everybody. It's Jimmy. That's me, Jimmy Dore. That's right. I'm the host of the Jimmy Dore Show. Did you know that? We know you're proud to be a fan and a supporter of the show, but do your friends, your family, your neighbors, and random strangers you pass on the street, do they know? Maybe not. And just as you like to keep informed by watching the Jimmy Dore Show, you can inform all those important and not so important people in your life about your love of the show with one of these. It's the authentic and branded Jimmy Dore Show t-shirts. We've got the classic logo, Jimmy Dore, and we also have the Jimmy Dore Show pop art. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, huh? And we also have one of my favorites. It's the Frederick Douglass quote. I would unite with anybody to do right and with nobody to do wrong. It's all available now at our website. Just go to jimmydore.com, then shop the merch. And you'll see there and many more options. And just click on mugs. Also, how about mugs? We got the mugs made in America. This is one of my favorites. It says "Vaxxed and Worried." Nice. We also have
that'll go over big with the guests. Their friends at the
This
office.
is a great mug. It says "Made in America" on the bottom. Jag-off, very thick, nice handle, thick glass. I love this one. Plus, we have stuff like this over there.
Mouse pads. You got your Jimmy Dore Show stickers and logos, and you got your, what do you call those? Coasters. Look at that. Look at this. Coasters, more coasters. So, what are you waiting for? Get your Jimmy Dore Show t-shirt, mugs, coasters. Go get them today, jimmydore.com.